We bought a $500,000 motorhome and it has almost left us stranded. Just imagine, you're all packed up, you're ready to go, you jump into the driver's seat, push that start button, and nothing. The ignition push button flashes green 3 times, but the engine's dead. This didn't happen to us once. This happened to us 3 times. This is a known issue. So today, we're going to fix it permanently, so this never, ever happens again.
But 44 feet of freedom makes us feel like kings.
There's no feeling quite like the dead silence that you get after you push the start button and you're miles away from home. That's what happened to us. We were getting ready to leave a beautiful campground, jump in the driver's seat, we push that start button, and nothing. All the lights on the dash powered up, the radio's playing, everything appeared to be normal, but the engine wouldn't start. All we would get is the 3 green flashes at the ignition button. Our 2023 Entegra Aspire 44W, the pinnacle of luxury and reliability, was nothing more than a $500,000 brick. Your first thought is disbelief, and then that quickly turns into frustration and, yes, even panic. You start going through your mental checklist. What did I forget? Are the batteries good? Did I do something wrong? Nothing. You go and grab that tall pile of manuals. Start thumbing through that. There's no answers there. You grab your key fob. You replace the battery. You grab your second key fob. Still, nothing. You take your key fob. You start waving it around the dash like it's a magic wand or something, just hoping that you'll find that sweet spot so you can get your coach started. So I got on the phone with Entegra. Entegra says, oh yeah, we've heard of this problem. Here's a couple suggestions. First, take your key fob and put it as close as you can to the left-hand side of the driver at the kick panel. Down here at the kick panel, inside the kick panel, you have your key fob antenna. And that's what the antenna looks like. So I put my key down there. Nope, still won't work. The next thing they tell me is the wireless charging keypad, or the wireless charging cell phone pad. If you have a cell phone here charging, it may cause some RF interferences. So remove your cell phone from the charger, place your keys up here in the left-hand corner, and try it. Nope, still didn't work. So after a lot of phone calls, a lot of waiting, I started digging online, and what I learned was that this is a well-documented problem. Other Entegra owners with this keyless entry system are documenting the same problem. Push the ignition button, 3 green flashes around the ignition, meaning that the system is not communicating with the key fob. It turns out that the keyless entry system manufactured by a company called Trimark, well, their systems are known to be, let's say, temperamental. Knowing that this is a well-documented flaw, it just makes this issue that much worse, because it could have really been prevented. The system in this coach is a Trimark ASK passive keyless entry, normally and commonly found on high-end Entegra coaches. The passive part just means that the key or the key fob just needs to be within 3 feet of the module, and you're able to start the coach. The issue is really the communication process is extremely fragile. Like I mentioned before, Entegra's own troubleshooting guide admits something as simple as a cell phone charger creates too much interference with the key fob and prevents the communication. In some RVs, the antenna is buried behind a bunch of wires from the manufacturer, which causes a lot of RF interference. But the most common failure point for the Trimark keyless entry system is really the black box itself. If that black box does not want to communicate with your key fob, it doesn't have to, and it's going to prevent you from starting your coach. Some people have had good luck moving the antenna or relocating the antenna to clear up some of that interference. Some owners had luck replacing that black box under warranty. The problem is that it only represents itself later down the road, whether it's a week, whether it's 2 weeks. What I know is I wanted a permanent fix. That way, if my key fob is ever lost, damaged, or this black box just does not want to communicate, I know I have the peace of mind that I'm not going to be left stranded. So after many phone calls, research online, talking with Trimark, talking with Entegra, I finally got a hold of Spartan. Now, Spartan also knows that this has been an issue, and they have designed a keyless entry or a keyless ignition bypass harness. And this is not going to be just a temporary fix. This is a permanent solution. You install the kit once, you know you have that peace of mind. If you have that communication error, you're able to get your coach started. So what comes in the kit is a set of instructions, the wire harness with a relay, and a key switch with 2 keys. Now this kit ran about $175 plus shipping. Okay, but it's a peace of mind. It's a complete plug and play system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the install and how easy it is and how the system works to guarantee that you'll never be left stranded because of a key fob that fails to communicate with the Trimark module. So in my 2023 Entegra Aspire 44W, the Trimark module is located in the overhead compartment just above the driver's seat. Okay, and that is this black box here. This is the black box that controls the keyless entry, key fob, and the passive ignition system. That's all taking place here. So what we're going to do in order to access the rest of the wire harnesses, we got to remove this back panel. Okay, there's 6 screws here, the square head screws, that allows us to remove this black panel, or this back panel. So after removing those screws, we're going to lower that panel. Okay, also behind this panel, you have the Cobalt Cube, which is your GPS navigation system. I've got some issues with that, and in current communications with Valid, who is the manufacturer of all this. So once I get a clear answer on what's going on with my navigation system, I will post a video and update everyone on that as well. So this is the Trimark, and for the instructions, what we're going to do is right back here in this lower corner is the J11 connector to the module. So our new wire harness is going to have us unplug that J11 connector. Our wire harness will plug into the J11 connector, and then the other end will plug into the module. We'll mount a key switch here in this back panel, and this is where our override switch will reside in the event that we need it. So now that we've got the J11 connector from the bypass harness connected to the module, the J11 wire harness to the bypass harness is connected. We mounted our relay switch. Next is to install and mount the key switch and the wires as well. So I'll just sit there and coil up all this extra wire. We're going to use an 1 1/8" hole saw to go through the wood panel, and that way our ignition switch will be back here inside the cabinet. And then we'll just take this extra wire, tuck it out of the way. Alright, so we got our switch mounted. Now we're going to go ahead and get that plugged in. There, like that. Now we're going to go ahead and put this panel back up and give it a shot. So we got the install complete, and what we're going to do to test this out is I'm going to take the key fob, which I had located over on the driver's dash. That's normally where it rides. I'm going to set it back here in the kitchen, which should be well far enough away. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and push that start button. And we got the 3 green flashes indicating that the key fob is not communicating with the module. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to our newly installed key, insert the key, give that a turn, come back down. We got the solid light. Push it again. All systems are powering up. We'll give that a second. All right. Foot goes on the brake. We got the solid green light. And the coach just started. So now we can come up here, turn the key back off, and we have bypassed the key fob. I am telling you, this bypass switch or bypass harness is well worth the money. I don't know if you've ever been stranded or felt like you've been stranded for whatever reason, but I'm telling you, it is a universal RVer fear being stranded. There's nothing worse in the world. You're at a gas station, at a campground, in a rest area, somewhere along the line, you turn that coach off and you go to push that start button and it will not start. That is a fear that is unmatched. This bypass switch now gives us the peace of mind that in the event our key fob fails to communicate for whatever reason, sometimes it would be 5 minutes, sometimes it would be 30. We've had it up to almost an hour before we could get that key fob to communicate with that module. I'm telling you now, having that switch there gives me a peace of mind that I can get back on the road safely. Comment down below if you've ever been left stranded. Whether truck stop, rest area, restaurant, campground, wherever. What left you stranded and how did you come through it? You know, having these conversations with fellow RVers and other motorhome owners, this is how we grow, this is how we get better. So let's share those comments. Let's have that conversation. If you thought this video was informative If it gave you an idea of how to get around this finicky Trimark keyless entry system, give this video a like, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. We've got more videos coming. We're just getting started with our channel. We look forward to seeing you on the road.
We're rolling down the highway, 44 feet of pride. The fridge is on the fritz again, but hey, it's a bumpy ride. Got a map full of dreams.